Okay, today I'm going to do a little experiment. After reading tons and tons on the internet about Poliglow, clear coating, and all other kind of stuff for the boat, from what I've found is that this Future Floor, Mopping Glow, and some other products out there, Armstrong Floor Polish, all have this polymer type coating. It's basically the same thing as the Poliglow and the Vert Glass. So I'm going to test that. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some 500 grit sandpaper, and you see I've kind of already started doing it right here, but the top part of this is kind of where it's oxidized. Looks kind of nasty. I'm going to sand all that away to match this nice pretty blue that's on this side. I'm going to use 500 grit sandpaper on a Durablock with water, and then I'm going to put a few coats of that Future polish on it, see how it looks. I mean, worst comes to worst, you take simple green, which I bought another bottle of. You never have too much of this stuff around, and it strips it off, and if that doesn't, ammonia will. And you know, it's a whole lot less expensive than putting clear coat over the whole thing, and plus, after doing research on clear coat, actually a two-part automotive clear coat, there'd be too much to have to hassle to mess with it. So this is something you have to apply every season. And one thing I liked about this Future Glow, which this says Pledge with Future Shine. The actual brand name is Future Floor Polish, and I think Pledge just rebrands it, because when I went into Home Depot to ask about it, they're like, "What are you talking about?" And they showed me this, and it's the exact same thing. In the back, it says that it does not yellow. I think that is pretty much a necessary thing, that it does not. You know, so that way you don't end up with a boat that looks like piss, literally. So I'm going to sand that down and kind of get rid of some of that oxidation and that green color, and see how it turns out. I've been sanding on this thing hardcore for about 20 minutes, and it is getting much, much better. It's kind of hard to see through the camera, but where the bilge intake vents were, you could see a really pretty royal blue all the way around it, and then this out here had kind of a greenish type hue to it. Let's see if I can get that in the camera. I haven't done anything back here yet, and that's kind of what it looks like. But by sanding with the 500 grit, it's slowly but surely coming off. You can see a little shadow right there, the difference between the two. But it is getting better little by little, and I have not got into the glitter yet, because I keep checking every time that I finish sanding, and I'm getting no glitter on the sandpaper. So obviously this is really kind of the first time this has been done since the boat was new, so I got a little bit of stuff to go. So I'd like to get down to that nice pretty blue all the way around, and it is looking much better. So I want to see if I got anything more aggressive, because 20 minutes in about a 2-foot long section, I'm wore out. But the only reason I'm doing this is because of the greenish hue on this particular area. If you stand back in the summertime and look at this versus this on the bottom part, it's a different color. This has kind of got the greenish tint. This has got the nice pretty royal blue. So with that being said, I'm gonna keep going and see how it turns out. Well, I had to go really aggressive to get rid of all that green stuff. Let's see if I can get the green in the, you can kind of see a little bit of it right here. And it looks like right here somebody did a patch a few years back in the gel coat. Did a pretty good job, but I had to do 100 grit all around this thing, and then come back with 500 to kind of smooth it back out. And I've just wiped it clean, and I am going to try to put on some of this Future Glow, and I'm going to use this little microfiber adapter, and there's 3 different little applicators in this little kit. I tried to find one that was actually a chamois, but this seemed to be kind of what I need, considering I have all these little nooks and crannies to get into, so I figured these will be probably the best. So I'm going to put on about 4 to 5 coats and just kind of see how this turns out. And hopefully it works, because it's nice and smooth now, and still no glitter coming off, so obviously it's pretty thick. Well, to be honest, I think this stuff is an epic fail. I've been messing around with it all day long, trying different application methods. You know, at 5 feet, you can see it's really shiny, but when you get up real close, let me see if I can get in there. You see the grooves and the streaks and everything like that? It just doesn't flow out like I thought. And I don't know if that's just because I'm not using the right stuff or I'm not applying it correctly. I've tried this applicator, I've tried that applicator, I've tried that applicator. I've also tried a sponge brush. I also tried a chamois, like what they use from Poliglow. So I tried everything. The only place I could get it really smooth was right here on this horizontal part. I don't know if that's just I got lucky or what, but the rest of this stuff, you get up in here, you can see that there's runs and all that kind of stuff. And it's just whatever you do, your first coat goes on fine, and then your second coat causes streaks. Third coat's even worse. Fourth coat's even worse. It's very frustrating. I started a little bit down here also. I just can't get it to do right. So I guess what I'm going to probably just go back to using the buffer method. Just polish it out the old-fashioned way. Sure looks good from a distance though. But it, you know, if you get up close, it just looks like crap. So I'm going to bust out the solvent and see if this stuff will come off.